anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado onwe anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado gọọmenti anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị tụọrụ Chukwu okike ọbịa ma mma maka owezi anyị ekpere. Peace, unity, progress and equity. Ndewonu ụmụ Igbo, ndewonu ụmụ Biafra, ndewonu ndị be anyị na mpaghara ụwa niile. Gọọmenti USB, United States of Biafra, site n'aka our DPM Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, na-akpọ ndị USB niile na mpaghara mba niile nke n'ụwa, na-asị na anyị nwere ihe dị oke mkpa, ọgbakọ dị oke ụtọ nke a ga-eme na Washington DC na 30th of May 2025. Unu amarugo na 30th of May 2025 nwere ugwu oji ndị niile bụ ndị Biafra, ya bụ iji wee cheta the day of our heroes and the heroesses. Ndị niile bụ ndị darụ maka inwere onwe nke anyị na-azọ, ma ndị ka nọ na-ada ma ndị bi n'ime ọfịa, ma ụmụazị ya nwụrụ anwụ ndị eji ọnụ wee gbagbuo. Anyị wee na-asị na DPM na nke a omego ya ọzọ dịka o si eme ya site na gọọmenti United States of Biafra. A na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra niile na-ekwu n'ụbọchị ahụ na ọ bụrụ sọsọ maka you heroes and heroesses, na anyị ga-eji ohere a wee mepee our first very embassy, nke bụ embassy izizi nke ndị United States of Biafra, ya nke ndị Igbo na-akpọ ụlọ nnọchi anya na Washington DC nke United States of America. Njem a ga-ebido na 3 p.m. Biafra time wee kwụsị na 10 a.m. United States time. O wee na-asị onye ọbụla bụ onye Biafra, ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ihe Biafra na-adị gị mma, ịbụ oyi Biafra, ịbụ onye eziokwu na-adị mma, ịbụ onye nnwere onwe na-atọ ụtọ, ịbụ onye kwadoro ihe anyị na-eme, ka ịgba ya bụ tiketi ka ụzọ gị bụrụ na Washington DC na that 30th of May 2025, ka ị wee nọnyere ụmụ Biafra, ka anyị wee nọnyere onwe anyị, ka anyị wee kwado our gọọmenti n'ihe ọma, ọrụ ọma ha na-arụ, iji wee fụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị site n'aka ndị omekome na ndị ogbu ara ọbara nke bịakwutere ịnara anyị anyị wee na-asị na our DPM jikwa ohere a wee mekwe ya ka o doo anya na onye ọbụla nke na-abịa ya bụ njem marụkwa na akpa iji bịa amasị gị wee baa n'ebe a na-eme ife. Ihe o ji wee dị otu a bụ na ndị omekome akarịala. Ihe o ji wee dịkwa otu a bụ na your security is in your hands. Ebe ọbụla ị rarụrụ ụgbọala ọbụla iji wee bịa ebe ahụ ka akpa gị ga-anọ, maka na ndị sekuriti bụ ndị nchekwa ga-eji igwe wee na-eche gị arụ, wee marụ na ihe ị bịara bụ ihe ị bịara, wee marụ na o nwere ihe ọbụla itinyere n'ahụ gị. Ya mere sọsọ ihe ga-eso gị wee baa na ebe a na-eme ihe bụ onwe gị na mobile phone gị, ya bụ ekwentị nke ndị Igbo kpọrọ ekwentị. Ya mere ụmụnne m, ka ihe anyị na-eche onye ọbụla gbakọwa akpa gị ka anyị wee jee wee kwado onwe anyị, wee kwado ọwa gọọmenti, wee jụọ ajụjụ ọbụla nke na-agbagwoju anya, ma kwukwe ma tụkwa aro nke ga-abara anyị uru, wetakwe nke bụ ego, maka na ihe anyị nọkịta bụ iji ego. Ụmụnne m ndị Biafra, ndị na-eme ihe siri ike, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado onwe anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado gọọmenti anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị tụọrụ Chukwu okike ọbịa ma mma maka owezi anyị ekpere.
Refugee children are fed with their one meal a day, a high-protein meal of fish stock or cornmeal or soya bean and milk formulas. The terrible starvation of last autumn is now almost over, although the military situation has deteriorated. The aid came just in time, but even so, too late to save thousands of deaths from starvation. Here, the aid is distributed by a Catholic priest, elsewhere by Protestants.
I'm coming. Geneva. Biko.
While the priests distributed food, nearby the English students found Biafran officials telling the children about the evils of Nigeria.
They are pursuing us, killing us. They are killing our parents, our brothers, our fathers, and even ourselves. Most of our parents are shot in the farm. Our homes are destroyed. Houses are burnt. Parents, women are also mothers.
If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo if I baro fenyemo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme new man, mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi na de kado nyegi final revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction. But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation. Odogwu amadi ka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okwu kpe mechara ebe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo if I baro fenyemo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme new man, mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyegi final revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction. But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation. Odogwu amadi ka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okwu kpe mechara ebe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down
Peace, unity, progress, and equity. Ndewo n'ụmụ Igbo, ndewo n'ụmụ Biafra, ndewo ndị be anyị na mpakala ụwa niile. Gọọmenti USB, United States of Biafra, site n'aka our DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, na-akpọ ndị USB niile na mpakala mba niile nke n'ụwa na-asị na anyị nwere ihe dị oke mkpa. Ọgbakọ dị oke ụtọ nke a ga-eme na Washington DC na 30th of May 2025. Unu amarugo na 30th of May 2025 nwere ugwoji ndị niile bụ ndị Biafra, ya bụ iji wee cheta the day of our heroes and the heroesses. Ndị niile bụ ndị darụ maka inwere onwe nke anyị na-azọ, ma ndị ka nọ na-ada ma ndị bi n'ime ọfịa, ma ụmụazị ya nwụrụ anwụ ndị eji ọnụ wee gbagbuo. Anyị wee na-asị na DPM na nke a omego ya ọzọ dịka o si eme ya site na gọọmenti United States of Biafra. A na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra niile na-ekwu n'ụbọchị ahụ na ọ bụrụ sọsọ maka you heroes and heroesses na anyị ga-eji ohere a wee mepee our first very embassy, nke bụ embassy izizi nke ndị United States of Biafra, ya nke ndị Igbo na-akpọ ụlọ nnọchi anya na Washington DC nke United States of America. Njem a ga-ebido na 3 p.m. Biafra time wee kwụsị na 10 a.m. United States time. O wee na-asị onye ọbụla bụ onye Biafra ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ihe Biafra na-adị gị mma, ịbụ oyi Biafra, ịbụ onye eziokwu na-adị mma, ịbụ onye nnwere onwe na-atọ ụtọ, ịbụ onye kwadoro ihe anyị na-eme, ka ịgba ya bụ tiketi ka ụzọ gị bụrụ na Washington DC na that 30th of May 2025 ka i wee nọnyere ụmụ Biafra, ka anyị wee nọnyere onwe anyị, ka anyị wee kwado our government n'ihe ọma ọrụ ọma ha na-arụ iji wee fụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị site n'aka ndị omekome na ndị ogbu arụ.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. So I forgot to open my mic. Welcome back. So how are we all doing today? Please make sure you like the video. Once you join, like the video. Very, very important that you do that. And we are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday. You know, yesterday we were talking about Shetima and his that leaked audio. You know, there's a reason why I decided to bring that audio in the first place, and credit to the person that shared it with me. You know, we are going to go through that audio again. Then we now move to what is going on in our land today. Please just join us and do all you can to support us by making sure that you like the video, like I said, and share it on many platforms of your choice. This today is 27th of May 2025. So we have few days before the 30th of May, which is the D-Day of Biafran heroes and heroes, remembrance of Biafran fallen soldiers and those that are still inactive and all that, you know, to appreciate, to do what we should do, because it's you understand? No matter how you want to pretend that you don't care, it's not about whether you don't have any choice to care, because the condition and situation have made it so that everything that is going on now should be your concern. Yesterday, we had some interruption based on Fallback Republic that decided to jump in and throw in some questions, knowing fully well that I'm not in the cabinet, but they choose to interrupt. But that's a part of it. So they are welcome on this one as well. But we are not going to, you know, follow that pattern again. So I will have to make sure that I finish the program before sending the link so that anybody that wants to contribute can contribute. But I have to finish the reason why we are here, to discuss like brothers and sisters, to understand that what is going on now is not just from nowhere, out of from blue moon or anything at all. It's not like that. It is well planned, premeditated actions, and they are not executing it without looking back. All right. So that is why we have to do what we can to bring it to you, to share the same idea, and to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Honestly, I accept your congratulations, even though I'm PDP. Because
so make sure that you open your ear, okay, on this one, listen to the audio, and we are going to check whether those things that they said here is what is going on or not. You know, I started yesterday by reminding us Governor Chief Priest, how he knelt down, and the reason why he went there, it could be because of he want to beat Tinubu and all that. Remember, his business is based in Lagos. Like I said, someone told me that his business is somehow being targeted in Lagos. He used to be very close to Governor of Lagos. He turned against Indibo in Lagos. He's in Lagos, so, and the man called us Indibo, something like that. I'm not going to remember the man that claimed that he was going to call IPOB ESN to guide the market and all that. That statement landed that man in prison for years. And the man, I don't know his whereabouts today, but you see prominent people, quote unquote, prominent men of Indibo that are not even talking about the man. You see, there's a clip that I watched in the past. I can't remember. It's just like a one of the comic video like that. A boy insulted the one guy that is kind of a bodybuilder, and the man, you know, cautioned the boy by beating him. He cried and went home and told his father that somebody beat me up. The father was like, okay, let me go and meet the person. Who don't you tell the person that your father is don't take nonsense? Your father is a no nonsense person. The guy said, the boy said, yes. The little boy said, yes, I told him. So okay, let's go. Come and show me the person that beat you up. Getting to the person that beat him up happened to be someone that is a bodybuilder, a very huge one. And this of the father then started looking down, and he don't want to raise his head anymore to see the person that he want to go and confront. The boy said, Papa, he looked at him here. He said, come, let us go. Where is him? He's pretending that he don't see the person because he's aware that he cannot confront this person. That experience of that boy is what every average Igbo person and army witness. From time to time, you see some of us crying, looking for help. Help us, or help me, or what is going on? Nobody will come for your rescue. All right? How many people that they demolished their houses in Lagos is now have gotten compensation or anything at all to question the government of the day that put them in that problem? Some are now battling with the high BP. Reason and source of the cause of their image is because they managed to save money, struggling in their life, to save money to buy land and build a house in Lagos, even though they don't have in the East. After building that, somebody somewhere will now send bulldozer, quote unquote, government, local government, whatever, that claim that this building, this structure is in the waterway. So they have to pull it off. And destroying it without compensation, no court order, nothing, not even a warning. We saw some of them that even their properties are still in the houses in Lagos, and they collapse the house. And we forgot there's audio like this audio warning you years ago that the time will come when your 2x2 shop, roadside shops, your akara business, all this your mega business, warehouses, all of them will face these challenges. It was mentioned in this audio, and nobody is talking about it. Guess what? Because Nigeria, the way they have put everybody in that kind of fear. The same man that did this audio, that is in this audio, is now the vice president. Can you beat that? He's not the vice president. Nobody know, and other people that are not Igbo tribe that make up Nigeria, they're okay with audio as long as it's not from my people in a Plateau state. It doesn't concern us. After all, we are from those states. Why will it concern me when I am from Benue? This audio doesn't concern me because we from people of Ijo, we are not Igbo. Yes, we speak Igbo, but our Igbo is different. We are from Opopo. We from Kogi State. Why would I bother about what Shetima said here? He's talking to Igbo people, not to us. Little did you know that that man who you claim that he's talking to Igbo people, why he pick on Igbo is simply because the Igbos are the most challenged race for Fulani in Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, they are the most challenged, and they can't get to Igbo without making sure they separate all of you. They have to cut you off first, so that there's this kind of provision for them to bring all they want, to rain it on you, and raining it on you, you end up looking like you. Let's start with this audio, and like I said, please do me a favor. Click on the like button, like this video. Very, very important that you do that. I don't know how to beg you to do that, but you know why you need to do that. But if you choose not to, then it's up to you. I cannot force you. I can only tell you what I think is best to do. Now let's go there.
I remember one time when the fighting in Borno, when our people were being killed left and right. Then what is the Alagi? I said, do you remember one time when our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north? Of course. I remember you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of Nigerian army to Maiduguri until when Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as a president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us. So really, really, today I understand why we have to have the presidency, honestly. No, it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants cannot be dealt with by Nigerian army? Why can't we believe it was deliberately left? Even if there is no involvement of government hand in it, why can't we believe that it was deliberate? Let them kill themselves. Well, it has come out even very clear, because it was at a point in our campaign, they were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted.
So technically, they are not happy that Jonathan was killing Boko Haram members. Did you hear that? That they were thinking that if this thing continue, we will lose our population. Like I said, pay attention to what he's saying. That if Jonathan continued, they would have lost a lot of people. In fact, that to them is about reducing population, not to stop the Boko Haram. As if Jonathan is killing innocent people. As if Jonathan was going after them because they are from North. The answer is no. The man here, it may interest you that this Boko Haram of 18 started from one state, Borno State. Who was the governor of Borno State when it started? The same man talking. He was the governor. And according to him, that we are afraid that if this thing continued, if we allow Jonathan to continue, it will escalate to other states. Because as Jonathan is challenging them, they will want to prove a point. And who are those behind that to make them to push them to prove a point that I don't understand, but you know, they have to do their own gara-gara. The man here is pretend that he's not aware. He can also hear him when he can, maybe I don't know if you capture that part where he said, even though it's not government sponsored, as of that, meaning that Jonathan government was not sponsoring anything, and they bragged at the initial stage that they have to make the government of Jonathan ungovernable, which they later denied. Let's take it back a bit.
Our campaign, they were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted.
So to him and their people, it is all about population. It's not about stopping the insecurity and the cause of the problem. If you think that the way Jonathan was doing that is a kind of reducing your population, what should you have done? What do you think that you should have at least engaged yourself with as a stakeholder? Like, you are the one, your voice is very important in the North. As a former governor, you are one of the political elite in the North. That's why you are now being selected as a vice president. So what you should have done is to begin to create awareness for them to stop recruiting young people who don't know anything in the system. But to you, you focus your energy on how to stop that thing that is stopping the youth from the North from engaging themselves, being part and parcel of the Boko Haram. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying, because he said it here that if Jonathan continued, that it will reduce the population of the North, not that it will stop Boko Haram. They don't care. So they prefer to have a lot of Boko Haram there as long as they have population. So you from eastern part or southern part, have you ever thought of it? Like, have you ever, I mean, meditate on that, how they reduce your population by sending the herdsmen and sending bandits, and they're sending is hunters. Very soon you hear missionaries or preachers, no longer hunters. These are preachers of messengers of Allah. Very soon they will convert their name to that. They started by herdsmen, from herdsmen to banditry, from bandits to hunters, and the same people they are the one telling you that as long as Nigeria belongs is a part of ECOWAS, the ECOWAS signed the kind of treaty that any all the countries from ECOWAS have free pass and free movement to every country without any border or without any restriction. You see the reason why Burkina Faso and other countries, even Niger, are not distancing themselves from ECOWAS because they know the Fulani agendas. They understand it very, very well. The news earlier today is that what is the name of this man? Gumi was deported from Saudi Arabia. He went there to go and perform Hajj, and they sent him back. You see list of other people, dangerous people, in the name of Islam, that they actually, decided to stop them from entering Saudi Arabia for this year Hajj. And that is what, meaning that even Saudi Arabia, they have time to, they have done the investigation to know that this guy is dangerous. They know, and they share the same value system, the same religion, but they can't even welcome him. Not to come and live there, but in Nigeria, he's granting free interview, putting his contribution to Nigerian government decision making, and publicly, condemning people that are going after bandits, and publicly claiming that bandits is the warriors. Are you getting the point? Bandits is the warriors. These are things you need to understand. If you pretend that you don't see what is going on, you are the one hurting yourself. Listen.
No. We have had a wonderful experience, honestly.
In order to avoid the problem, that's why I said the people.
So whether he accepted or not, the nose it was clear voting now. What could he have done?
Remember what Babangida did for us?
Babangida, you see, what happened was, even when Babangida did it, you understand? Do you get me? The bulk of the population that voted was from the north. And Rimi said it. Since Babangida was in Abuja, Governor Rimi of Kano State, then, former governor of Kano State, he said, if there's Siwa in Abiola in Lagos, Abiola Babangida will have said it is Yoruba that did it. So Abiola should fly to Kano, they will swear him as president, and they'll stand their ground. Before we know, they rallied around Abiola, they said, don't go to North, if you go, they will kill you. Maybe so happened. Do you understand?
No.
So, but I'm coming now. So Babangida got the...
And then Abacha that incarcerated him for many years.
I'm coming now. I'm coming. Before they can... We are talking about...
This little argument is simple. Is just about this man trying his best. I mean, I'm talking about Shetima, trying his best to make it look like this battle is not about Northerners and the Yoruba. We are brothers. We Muslims in Yoruba understand us very well. The problem is Igbo. Let us focus on Igbo. If you listen to this audio very well, you will see the part where this man mentioned that Igbos are trying their best to take over Lagos. That in fact, somebody in Lagos that the Yorubas have told them, the Northerners, that the Igbos are in Lagos today because of the Northerners, Fulanis, because when they are in power, they make it possible for Igbo to be in Lagos. I don't understand that. So in one country, it's not as if there's any border or maybe immigration is searching and giving you permission to go to Lagos. There's nothing like that. But you can see the restriction. Then after any country that is meant to work, we know this kind of ordeal is enough for this man to end this man's political career. But after releasing this audio, they compensate him with vice president, of course. So that's how they roll. That's how they roll. Now let's continue.
About the cancellation now, the cancellation of the elections. And two, didn't you not see that even from the West, there were people who supported there are big men who joined in the cancellation of the elections. But whatever it is, at that time, it was nobody was killing the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody. And today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised, as from today, so long as he's my brother from the north, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again. Because I have learned how to support my people from what I have seen with Igbos and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan.
Man, you must thank God for Yoruba. Yoruba supported by the otherwise we don't have come.
No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one part. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this clear. You understand? We are all politicians.
Yes.
The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian. Yes. So or not so?
Yeah, you are right.
Abi? Okay.
Yes, you are right.
Now, all along, a Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in this house to rule him than a Hausa man from the north. That's the truth about it. So, fortunately, I'm coming, sir. Let me land. Fortunately, the center is controlled by non-Muslim, non-Northerners.
Now, before we go, there's something he said here, which we actually talked about yesterday, but I would like to repeat it again, so that it will help you to understand why we're going through this order.
With Jonathan.
Man, you must thank God for Yoruba.
So this Yoruba man said, you must thank God for Yorubas for supporting Buhari. That if Yoruba did not support Buhari, that Buhari would have not be where he is. That because this man is celebrating that. Good evening, good evening, dear friends. Because DPM, please check the please. What I don't know what do you mean by DPM? I don't understand what I mean by that. So he said that we should thank God that Yoruba should be appreciative of Yoruba people because they support you. They support your brother. Looking for a way for this man to see the reason why we are brothers than their southern counterpart. You can't hear any northerner say that, and that's typical Yoruba politician. They don't care. It's all about they prefer northerners more than anything. Whereas in the southeast, you have different mindset and all that, which we are not here to talk about. You know, I told us about Saudi Arabia, what they have done to Sheikh Gumi. I will show you some list of people that Saudi Arabia have denied visa. They are all Muslim, but they denied them visa. Even Gumi have had his visa. He landed in Saudi Arabia. They refused him in the port of entry. The next available flight, they put him there. He's back now in Nigeria. But in Nigeria, he's part and parcel of decision-making body on security matters. On security matters. Now let's continue.
Supported by the otherwise we don't have come.
No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one part. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this clear. You understand? We are all politicians.
Yes.
The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian.
Yes.
So or not so?
The same thing with the Northerners. You accept a Northern, not before anything. For, of course, the only thing that you guys attach, why some of you, all of you attach religion to that is because you want to use that religion to gain more favor from the South. Because some Southerners that are Muslims, because you know that they always tell them that you are brotherhood in the mosques. So that's why they must go with the religion, of course. So he's trying to label this Yoruba man that you guys accept to be Yoruba before anything. You are Yoruba before anything. He say yes, without knowing that Chidinma have plan to drag him out to accept it. Then he will not hit him. Okay, that you guys don't like any Northerners to rule you. You prefer Southerners. Really, that's a lie. Because Yorubas, the only thing that they hate is, I'm talking about Yoruba politicians, is to see an Igbo man in corner of power. You understand? Because to them, they said that Jonathan did not do anything for them. But how can Jonathan do something for you when all the Southerners, all of you back together, always want to please the North? You will hear this man, Chidinma, bragged about it here in this audio. This man said, but Jonathan tried for you Northerners when he was in the prison. He said, yes, of course, you don't have any choice. We got to that point. We played that part yesterday, right? Let's continue.
Yeah, you are right.
Abi? Okay.
Yes, you are right.
Now, all along, a Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in the South to rule him than a Hausaman from the North. That's the truth about it. So, fortunately, I'm coming, sir. Let me land. Fortunately, the center is controlled by non-Muslim, non-Northerners. Are you getting me? And Jonathan, fortunately for the North, Jonathan decided to use religion and slash the Yorubas to the extent, for the first time, Yorubas.
Sure lie. He's saying this just to play that religious card again, to make this man feel, or to make Yorubas to feel agitated. That is true. You Jonathan don't like us. That's all this long story is to prove, to justify themselves the reason why they planned with Obama, who happens to be a Muslim also, to kick Jonathan out. Okay, to kick him out. Master Makano said it then that Obama was constantly on phone pressurizing Jonathan to leave the office. Obama, without minding the vote of Nigerians or nothing at all. He was constantly on phone call. That's Master Makano said it in one of his broadcasts. That time, I can't forget that.
Were divided religiously. To the extent Muslims, Yorubas stood their ground and said they were not supporting Jonathan. They even refused to attend the meetings of the Jonathan. The papers are there, their statements are there in the papers. So or not so, sir?
No, I like this.
Read it, it's there. That's the truth. It's there. Even when he went, there were some few Muslim leaders who met Jonathan. The Supreme Council of Islam of Western Nigeria or Yoruba land came out clearly and said no, they disagreed. Do you get me? We know the population of Yoruba, close to 80%, or let's say close to 60% are Muslim. This man constituted a national conference. This is the Yorubas that were saying it. We read it and we had them saying it.
Yes.
So that succeeded in dividing the Yoruba themselves. Now, two, the humiliation, whatever they did to us, our own was that let them kill us and reduce our population. But at least they still know that we are significant politically, and they allowed us to maintain some position. But in the case of Yorubas, they were sliced out of the whole system. So or not so. That was how Tinubu and
the issue of Boko Haram, if we have to talk about Boko Haram, it's not from the South now.
I am coming now. Let me forget about Boko Haram now. We brought about the Yoruba politics. Now, Tinubu and the Yorubas generally carried what happened to them and went to Kaduna and met them in Kaduna and begged them that we have to put our head together. Look, sir, let me tell you the truth and find out. At a point, the Yoruba, being humiliated under Jonathan, were even considering to cut off and put the Oduduwa Republic. But they realized if they do that, the Igbos were completely in charge of finance, civil service, security, and everything. If they dare do that,
now East and the North, they enjoy
exactly. I'm coming now.
The man said, "Now east and the north." He said exactly that. Hear what he said here. The man told him, but during that time of Jonathan, it happened that Easterners and the Northerners are the one enjoying. He said exactly. But this Yoruba man, he forgot that Tinubu, Obasanjo ruled Nigeria for 8 years. 8 good years. And what's the name of this president that died? This northern president called what is the name of the one that Jonathan second. Jonathan was his second. What is the name of that man? I can't remember his name now. Someone should remind me his name on comment section. The man that died on the as Nigerian president, he died while I think his first tenure. I think was it his first tenure? Yes. The man. What's the name of that another man? Someone should remind me the name. Before Jonathan became president, he died because of his death. That's why Jonathan jumped in as president. Yaradua, God bless you, Patrick. God bless you, Yaradua. So they don't remember that. The only thing that annoyed them is Jonathan. Few period of time. All the years, since 1960, they have been sharing power left and right, using religion to divide Yoruba and Igbo. Like what this man is doing now, he volunteered himself to do that. This leaked audio, does it sound like a unify, a statement that will unify all Nigeria? The answer is no. Why I'm telling you all this is for you to know where your problem is coming from, so that you will not say that which again, yeah. Somebody said I should talk about PM court update and all that. Did you see USB government said anything about it? Like, have you seen any update from the government? Because I have not. So how do you expect me to give you court update? Do I look like a green light Africa, whatever they call himself, that always have update on PM more than Biafrans? So I'm not here to give you any update when I don't have any update yet from the right source. Okay, if you want to believe all these roadside news, you can do that.
The Yoruba you didn't benefit at all. I'm coming, yes. The Yoruba at a point, the Yoruba intelligence at a point realized that if they cut off, the Igbos will finish them. If they stay as it is and Igbo continue ruling, they will be completely finished. Before Jonathan, significant part of the economy, who are the accountants are Yorubas, who are the judiciary and lawyers are Yorubas, who are the civil service are Yorubas. Today you can't find any one of them. So
now, this is typical Northerner. All this is just to plant the seed of hate in the south for them to advance from the north. But the people that fall to these tricks so well are Yoruba politicians. Because if you want to buy the emotion, present Igbo. Igbo man, you will have done you this, you will have done you that. They will say, yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. They will never remember the one they benefit in the past, because they're trying to equate themselves with the north, and that north is between us and the north. So anytime that Igbos is going to benefit anything, that's a taboo. You get the point?
Oh no, so that's why
he said you are right. He admitted immediately you are right. So Obasanjo is from where? Was it from Yoruba? 8 good years. 8 good years. And you don't remember those times, right? And the same people who are telling you that the Igbos are in power, they will tell people they will go to Jonathan's village and tell them that you are not Igbo. You are from South. You are not Igbo. This is how they have managed to deceive all of us. And people are, even as you speak, people are still making argument on that. But the little child, they know that you are an Igbo. The small one, they know that you are an Igbo. But you, with all your big certificates, you cannot even comprehend anything that will help your life.
But even if we want to leave this country, we must get this power out of the hand of the Igbos and reposition ourselves.
Jonathan, the Northerners really benefited from that Jonathan too much, Alaji.
Hey,
we have the calculations of the.
We agree. What can he do? He must now. He must. He wouldn't.
What can he do that he must? And the Yoruba man cannot say the same thing. You can't say the same thing. Can you say that he must? Your fellow countryman is telling you that you are being marginalized. The Jonathan regime marginalized you. You say yes, it's true. And but you guys benefited so much. You say he must. Why don't you do that and make Jonathan to do that just to push any government of the day that he will look into Yoruba issue and develop Yoruba land or give them what they give to the Northerners? But he was laughing. It's an injustice. And they're channeling the anger to Jonathan instead of the Northerners who actually made Jonathan to do that. And it's not about Jonathan. During the time of Obasanjo, he did the same thing. Northerners benefited a lot from the Obasanjo regime. Tinubu today, they are complaining because they want to be eating the lion's share, whether you like it or not. Like in their mindset, you must. If you don't, they will use their youth. The question is, these their youth, are they from other planets? The answer is no. So what is your own youth doing? And our own youth are people like Ijere Speak. That will go to TV and tell you that how Nigerian government allow Ojukwu to do what he's doing, that had Nigerian used iron hand on him, that other people would have learned from asking for their freedom. Anyway, listen.
He knows that he must. He knows that we can do it. He must deal with us. So that was why the Yoruba said no. Whatever it is. So, but what I assure you,
let's keep on praying for President
Buhari. Oga, we have learned our lesson.
We have been in our area here now. They be praying for him.
We have learned our lesson. Kule.
We pray for the prophet because and even our daughters.
No, to tell you the truth, the northern people, notwithstanding the presidency, honestly, the trust at least of the southeast is finished. And I assure you too, in Yoruba land, listen to me. I am coming. I am coming.
Really helped Northerners in 1979.
I am coming, please.
They helped Shagari.
Listen to me. Not that they help themselves, gentlemen, please. We don't need anybody in this country. They help themselves. Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. Between cars, industries, and human beings, who are more in number?
I did not know now.
Not number. I'm not talking of population. I'm talking of economy now. I'm talking of cars, the motors that we drive.
Yes.
And industries that we have. Yes. If you put them on one part and you put human being on the other part, who are more in number?
Cars are more.
Cars are more than human beings?
Human being.
Good. Two, if you put...
So he actually made this man sound like a nursery school student, like a nursery school, a little child in the nursery school. Between cars and the human being, which of them are more in number? The man said cars now. He said no. He used for car more in numbers. He said no. Sorry, sorry. He's a human being. They keep on bragging about their number, and they're not. If you have that number that you claim, all this number, good number, why then throwing your border open for people from Fulani, from other tribe, from other country to troop in the country to increase your number? Why you keep on monitoring the border between Biafran and Ambazonia and Cameroons, between Yorubas and their brother from Benin Republic? You keep on monitoring the border. Your own border is widely open for Fulanis to come in, even as they're using the umbrella of North to do all those things. They still have this kind of mindset that even in the North, they use or not. You see how, just understand how clever they think they are. They said Northerners, right? Include this Northerners you hear, both Christians Kanuri people, all the tribes there. Just like we have other tribes in Yoruba land, you have it in the east. But the one that is very, very intense is the one in the east, because all they put all their energy to make sure that the boundary there is very, very strong to demarcate somebody from Opopo, from someone from Anocha, from those from Anocha, different, see them as a different human being from those that in Enugu and Abia and Imo, that kind of thing. So the boundary is very, very wide, and they keep on maintaining that boundary like national duty. In Yoruba land, they have different nationality there. They somehow conquered them and changed their language, made them to speak Yoruba you are hearing today. In the north, they have the same thing, different dialects, but they maintain this oneness. Northerner. Whether you're a Christian, Northerner. And inside this Northerner is only one minority tribe, Fulanis, using this landmark population to deceive others and rule Northerners. Now they have come to realization that even in the north, they need truly dominance, like not domination by pretend that we are Northerners. They need their brother from other countries to come in and beautify or increase their number, so that when the time comes, you, an Hausa man, you will not have, you cannot, because they know that the time will come when you say, okay, that when we are not going to identify who we are. Every Hausa people come here, we are separating ourselves from Fulani. Before you say that, they already know, because they are now working on how to dominate you truly with their population. That's why they throw their border open, and anybody that coming in and not blood related to Hausa, they are not blood linked to any other nation in North. They are brothers of Fulani. Fufudes people, they know themselves and they are bragging about it. They are still pretending that it's a Northerner, right? We used to hear Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani, as if the only two ethnic group there. Others are there, but you have to fit yourself anywhere you find yourself. But in the east, in the south, in the old eastern region, you see somebody who is from Cross River. They will tell you, no, the Igbos. No, Igbos are different. They are different people. They're different. They're like the Hensha of this world. She said she prefer that she cannot move from Nigerian to another entity that will be they will be subdued and subjugated and all that nonsense. As if the way she is now, that she's enjoying and living fine. By the time this Sharia will take over everywhere, some of you pretend like a Bianco Duke of this world and all, and because because her father also have this kind of questionable character of sabotage. You get the point. So if you are good in wearing trousers and all those mini skirt as a woman, you are good in showing your puppies to come out and dress sexy and all that. By the time this Sharia will fully take over, you will go and learn how to cover yourself, whether you're in a hot season or not. You have to cover yourself very, very well. And some of you that are all these feminists, you are learning how to be a strong woman and how to live on your own. Can you do that under Sharia law? Think about it, because it's not about land also. Think about your way of life. You have lived like that for years. You will begin to live in a different way. And so if you are sabotaging and doing all this nonsense, lying, today you are with okay, tomorrow you are with the Czech Republic. Next day you are admiring DS. Next time you are thinking to be in APC. Another day you are somehow obedient. As you are doing that, you are sabotaging, right? And you doing that, what it means is that you are putting your own lifestyle. No, I'm not talking about your life now as a living human being. I'm talking about the way you dress, the way you talk. You like to club, you like to flex around, you like to do hookup. You can't do those things in your own Sharia law. You have to know that. So as you are thinking that you are hurting somebody, your brother, you actually putting yourself in a tight corner. Some of us as a man, you like to drink beer, you like to go club. Sharia law, no. And that's what we call short live in Sharia law. So by the time you know it, this your two head will be cut off. That one is warning, not the real punishment. To give you warning that you are doing something that is not conducive in this environment. And by that time, you don't have any court to go, anyone to complain because it has been established. And those that you think that are going to help you, they're already in a very big contract of oil and gas. That you, no matter how, you can't even protest. Can you? Have you seen anybody marching out in Afghanistan to protest? Can you protest in Iran or Iraq? Can you do that? So this issue of stopping you from protesting now is a way of teaching you how not to protest when the time comes. Let's continue.
Fuel and food by the side. Which one is consumed more?
In food now.
Good. And we have food. So Igbos are actually helping themselves. Let me tell you, even in Yoruba land, let me tell you what they will do to Igbo this time. What Oba of Lagos said that we are pushing them to the ocean. Most of these markets that are banning in Lagos, look at it, they are Igbo-dominated markets. You get me? In fact, some Yoruba.
So this is to tell you that when Oba of Lagos said that thing, the order is from the north, from Caliphate. Because this man is now, trying to repeat that to remind you that when Oba said that, and he not even doing much of that. He just want to tell you that Oba have echoed our message to him to tell them, warn them that we are coming. Because to them, the easiest people to conquer in the south, they are Yorubas. They don't need to come with their gun and bullet. Only order from Caliphate, Oduduwas, Yorubas politicians will succumb. One hand. That is what Igbo politicians are learning. When you hear them telling you that you guys should go back, you Igbos don't know how to play politics. We often hear that, right? If I hear that, I will be laughing because I know the tricks. I know what I'm saying when they say that. You guys don't know how to play politics. You know what they mean by playing politics? How to be a slave to Caliphate. Nothing more. That is when they said, Igbos are not good in politics. We are not used to, we don't know about politics. It's not true. The only thing is that, to me, we are not good in politics because we are not trying to be like what we are not supposed to be. We're not trying to copy Yoruba politicians the way they do themselves, the way they believe. How, of course, Igbos are, that does not, I'm not telling that Igbos are not supposed, some of Igbo people are more clear. Igbo politicians are number one, first class saboteurs, a flave. Their own is unbeatable. I'm not here to talk about it, but I'm talking about Yorubas in general, like those that are interested in Nigerian politics. Their mindset is quite somehow is very dirty. Now I'm not talking about the re-educated Yorubas. There are two different people there. I'm talking about those that are so eager to become one or two things in Yoruba land, in Nigerian politics. So when they tell you as an Igbo man that you don't know how to play politics, you guys don't play politics, that you don't know how to reach an agreement and maintain that agreement with the Caliphate. Once you can do that, you are a very good politician. That's what it means. And that system is very, very, very dangerous.
They were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbos to come and dominate them. And it's over now. And it's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. Do you get me? Fashola for the past 5 years have refused to approve any industry, especially pharmaceutical, to Igbo people. Find out.
You are right. I get you. Are right.
Do you get me?
Right.
So the Yorubas in these 4 years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we in the North want to be useless again, let us be. But the Yoruba people in the 4 years, they want to control their land completely. That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status. We are going to have a kind of...
Now, someone from the North is telling you how they will construct a status for Lagos. A status that will enable them to target Igbo alone. So now tell me, how does that develop Lagos? Or what will be the contribution of that action to Nigerian GDP or economic growth? If you and he's not a vice president, right? So for what he said here, for countries that want to be like other countries of the world, this man is one of decision making. We saw him with a Cubana chief priest. Then this is the one that Cubana chief priest was kneeling down for. You can see that, see the mindset that Lagos will have a special status, and that special status is how to bring Igbo man down. My question is, as a lover of one Nigerian and all that, what will be the benefit of that singular act to Nigerian growth as a country, Nigerian GDP? That you Igbos will pay this and others will pay less. Igbos will, and that paying those will go in somebody. And he forgot that if you do that, if Igbo man pay that high tax, they will put that in they will put that tax in the product that an average street alamajiri will be the one to pay, because they have to come to the Igbo people to buy business, to buy goods. You know, they tried it, right? You remember they tried it during the first when what is the name of this man? Tinubu. This for his first time, when they were shouting, "Oh, hunger, hunger, hunger!" in Lagos, some tried to jump into lagoon, some begin to hang themselves, some begin. Then, how many of you remember the hunger strike, hunger protest, hunger protest that happened in Lagos and other parts? People said that we are not part of it, right? The reason why they did that is because they felt the impact of the commodity. And what the easiest way to make the goods and services to go to be that high, to skyrocket, is simply because the excess taxation they are putting. And this man is bragging on how they could do that simply because they want to hurt Igbo man. You forgot that they are hurting Igbo man. We also hurt you and your people, because you don't care what he's saying. Now the rich, we don't feel the impact. If like we put Panadol of 5,000 naira. One sachet of Panadol, 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, is not going to affect them. They are rich people, because tomorrow they will put one order to make more money, whereas others will be dying like chicken. And you are waiting for the West to help you, Amnesty International to help you. No, they also have their own interests. What can we benefit from these criminals? You know, that kind of thing. So that is it. Now let's continue.
Regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. If not your brother as the president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody who will control Lagos. The indigenes of Lagos are the free. I'm talking of economy now. Pushing them to the ocean. Most of this market that are banning in Lagos, look at it, they are Igbo-dominated markets. You get me? In fact, some Yorubas were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos.
Remember, they started burning Igbo people's shop during the time of Buhari, little by little. Then Tinubu came and the whole thing, go up again. And this audio was made long time ago. He said cannot be reset to DPM if they can use this audio used as part of our PM evidence in Finland courts. Okay. Honestly, I don't have contact of CS. You understand? I don't have contact. I'm not in contact with her, and I won't lie to you. If they need it, why not?
Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbos to come and dominate them, and it's over now. And it's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. Do you get me? Fashion.
Not because they want to do business to make profit, but to make, that's a way of rendering you, just to render you useless, like to frustrate Igbo as a nation. You see the mindset. And after seeing those things, you say, okay, let me just be myself. I don't want to be with you again. They say, oh, you are preaching for war. You know, that kind of thing. You saying that, what is your alternative? What is the alternative? You now see people who's supposed to know, who's supposed to be in the front line to stand there like a man to defend their people. No, this they are kneeling down and bound down. In fact, I am happy that the Cubana chief priest allowed himself to appear on that video. Do you know that this same Orji Okano, them, all of them are kneeling down like that? This Orji Okano, All these governors, name them, senators, even all of them are kneeling down like this, secretly kneeling down, looking for a way to, the one that calls speaker. What is it, Carlo? Of the deputy speaker or speaker, or I don't know, of the second or upper chamber, I don't know how they have the differentiation in Nigeria. That one also is kneeling down like this. All of them, you have to bow. And the commander chief priest understand the game very well. So for him to be the next in line, you have to start kneeling down by now. Be obedient. Otherwise, you are gonna. You see the energy in the voice of Shetima when Shetima was telling you that Jonathan don't have a choice. Of course, I got to him. Because he knew that without him, without doing that, you go nowhere.
Fashola for the past 5 years have refused to approve any industry, especially pharmaceutical, to Igbo people. Find out.
Yeah, you are right. I get you. Are right.
Do you get me?
And that is a very good. That Fashola refused to approve pharmaceutical industry for Igbo people. For Igbo people alone in Lagos, Fashola. The same man that told the Nigerian that how to give constant power in Nigeria. The Fashola said it before they made him minister of power, right? He was bragging on how to make, how to give Nigerian constant power in one season, in a quarter of the year, in 3 months. When they gave it to him, he started looking for the socket and the switch. He don't even know where to. He can't even. In fact, his own became worst. Former governor of Lagos State. But the only thing they are good at is how to handle Igbo people. After destroying the Igbo people business, what happened? Have you seen any Igbo man, jumping to Lagoon in Lagos because of hunger? That's why it's not. You bring more taxes. One with God is majority. Whether you like it or not, that is just the fact. That is just the fact.
So the Yorubas in these 4 years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we in the north want to be useless again, let us be. But the Yoruba people in the 4 years, they want to control their land completely. That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status. We are going to have a kind of semi-regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. It means nobody again will control Lagos. The indigenes of Lagos are the ones that are going to control Lagos. They can form land policies. Do you get me? They may decide to say, you as a Yoruba man in Lagos, you will pay 5,000 naira per annum for a land as tenant rent. Me as a Hausa man, I will pay 10,000 naira. Igbo man will pay 1 million naira. This is why they are heading for. Do you get me? So now, unfortunately, again, the attitude of the Igbos have made the illiterate northerners who have not gone to school to realize now, I said they are powerful. They are the one who give these people land to stay. They are the one who give them food by the power of God. They are the one who accommodated them by the power of God. Do you get me? Since Igbos can turn around and humiliate us, look at what they did to us. Those people that they assemble about 400 of them and call them Boko Haram. Do you understand? Do you know that they pick them one by one?
Now, let me remind you, all this he's saying here is, you can see here, he's now going back to how Jonathan handled Boko Haram, right? That those ones that assembled and called them Boko Haram, you see what people have done to us. It's revenge of Jonathan fighting against Boko Haram. And remember, P2P is promised. Jonathan, they told you that he's not the Igbo man. If Jonathan focused, there's no other tribe, no other part of Nigeria that benefits from Jonathan government more than Northerners. No other tribe. Why? He started building schools for their children, because people like this one don't hate it. He hates anything in school to teach their people how to know their left or right, how to think for themselves. No. That is why they say Boko Haram. Haram is something that is forbidden. That education is forbidden. Boko Haram. Western education is forbidden. Now, he's not happy how Jonathan focused on Boko Haram. That was why they said that an attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North. They are denying it, yo. All of them are denying it. But that's what it is. You can hear him saying, what he said here, that see how he was kicking against attack on fighting Boko Haram. Listen.
By the power of God. Do you get me?
Yes.
Since
Yes.
Igbos can turn around and humiliate us,
Since Igbo can turn down and humiliate us,
look at what they did to us.
look at what they did to us.
Those people that they assembled about 400 of them and called
Those people that assembled about 400 of them and called them Boko Haram.
them Boko Haram. Do you understand? Do you know that they picked them one by one?
Do you know that they picked them one by one? This other Jonathan, they
were not moving in convoy. They
were not moving in convoy, that they picked them one by one.
Some of them to drink their urine.
That they made them, some of them to drink their urine.
Also have to come and meet the president and tell him that, look, if one person is killed among these people, I'm telling you, no Igbo man will come out of Kano.
Did you hear that if anything happened, what happened to one of them, that they have to go to president and inform him that if anything happened to one of them, that not even one Igbo man will come out from Kano. The issue is that these are well known, just like the one they're telling that they are hunters. You see how they threaten the two people for confronting the so-called hunters, hunting for Ifem Namarama. And tomorrow, somebody will, after you listen to this man, how he is very, very vocal, defending them, with passion. And if somebody said that he is sponsoring these people, they will say it's an allegation. Can you hear that? Can you just hear yourself? Listen again. This is Jonathan. Imagine when somebody from Anambra is there to smell the seed of Asorok. That's my fear. I said it before. My fear about what people be is wearing one clothes up and down and pretending all this nonsense is because he's putting the life of Igbos in danger. No matter what you do, one, they don't believe that whoever that want to be president of Nigeria, that person will ever share, share any resources, like to share it equally to the other part. No, nothing has believed that they will have to eat the lion's share, number one. Number two, you must allow and protect their food soldier to take your own land as a president. You must do that. That's number two. Number three, you must constantly prove to them that in the future that you are subdued and subjugated, that you must obey the last order from Caliphate. If you can't do these three things, you will find you are nobody. They're not going to come after you, but it's your people. They will be the one to pay the price. Now, narrow it down. When was Jonathan the Nigerian president? How long? How many of you remember the years? More than 8 years ago, right? Because Buhari served 8 years already after Jonathan, isn't it? But today, just few months, Jonathan did not rule 8 years. It was not 4 years. Is it up to 4 years? I can't remember. But just that this few periods he served as Nigerian president, Igbo speaking parts are paying the price. Tomorrow, you have to pay the price for 4 years that he smelled the seed by chance, not because Yarada died. That's the offense. The offense is that why must you be in the power? 6 years, somebody says 6 years. Thank you. 6 years. But until now, we are paying the price of Jonathan. That we are paying the price. So we also argue with Jonathan's kindred, like his people, his village people, that they are Igbo or not. We are still arguing on that. That's number one. We are still arguing with them. Are you Igbo? No, there's no Igbo person in River State. River State, there is no Igbo in River State, but we are the one paying the price. The same thing with Zogo. That Zogo caused the coup. He's the problem. Right? Okay. Zogo is from where? Delta State. And there's no Igbo person in Delta. It's not possible. No, 5 states. 5 states. These 5 states, which is dot in the circle. But what happened in 1960 something? We are about Q. We are paying the price as Igbo tribe. We cannot worry. I was a Igbo man. Forget, you don't have to play politics now. You guys are just talking nonsense. You don't know how to play politics. Then you ask them, what politics are you talking about actually? What politics? You can see how this man, just listen though, compare how this man is plan, how northern position are setting strategy and plan and plotting on how to revenge of something that happened to their own, criminal from their tribe. Then imagine if they have someone like Masamakano who is saying something that the whole human being, humanity, everybody, both dead and alive, can testify that it has nothing to do with any criminality. Can you hold, if you're a president, can you hold, just that if you are from Igbo, you are whether we are from 5 states or not 5 states, but you speak Igbo language as Nigerian president, you then not hold an Amajiri, one Amajiri that have not committed anything for 3 months. You get equal compensation. You will they go to the whole Nigeria and pay for compensation. Otherwise, you are gonna. You get the point. Otherwise, you in fact they will treat you like nobody. Mahatma is in detention. A man from the north went to Kenya, kidnapped him, and Igbos are clapping for him. Yeah, he's causing insecurity in our land. He's a problem. Okay, did he handle any kind of problem? No. But he's inciting problem. Okay, he's inciting problem, right? Okay, those that bomb church in Lagos, in Abuja, that bomb markets, Boko Haram, are they from where? They are northerners, but they are radical. The way they think is different. They're not inciting. They're not inciting from. They are the carrier of the problem. Okay, so and if detaining them is a taboo, of course, you don't detain them. These are people. You want to reduce our population. Masim Magano, from where? From east, yes, from the east, and he's in the prison for what? He's inciting. Okay, which of the program is actually is the one that incited problem and all that? And one of the program. Okay, just put him in detention. Let us think about the program, that particular program that he did. Okay, you are thinking, and where is him? He's with us. Just put him there. We are thinking. Let us look for the problem. Okay. PM is in the prison and in detention as well. Yes. What is the offense? He's attacking, Nigerian state. He's inciting problem also. In fact, he's a terrorist. Okay, when last did he visit Nigeria? I don't think he has visited Nigeria for maybe 10 years now or 20 years now. I don't know. Okay, and he's the one causing insecurity in Nigeria. Yes. Really? How? Because of the way he danced on social media. Okay, his dance. He's supporting. He's saying, okay, telling people to inciting that violence you are talking about, and throwing Ubunigwe in every corner, buying farmers, buying priests, buying pastor, setting people ablaze, stoning people to meet Chukwukabiam like Deborah. It's not no. That one is a religious issue. Don't go. It happened in the north and it remained in the north. Okay, really in the north. Okay, the one that Muslim kind of said protest carry Biafran flag is in the north. No, in the eastern part, but the eastern part is Nigerian land. Okay, it's in the part of Nigeria. Okay, so the one that where they stone Deborah, is it part of Nigeria or not? Yes, but you do not have special status. Are you getting it now? And you don't have the annoying part is that you don't have any hope, like somebody to speak for you. I mean, to help you out. Even if you cry Romondo can go, you go nowhere. You keep on hitting wall. You go this one, you hit wall, you come back. You go this one, you hit wall, you come back. Confusion everywhere, and they know they keep on breaking confusion in your midst, dropping it, and they are so kind though. They will still come out and leak their tactics to you. That once you throw money in the midst of people, they begin to misbehave. If not because of money, before they kidnap nothing has organized themselves and set mic, set camera, announced to the whole world that if you leak where Masamukano is, information about him, his whereabouts, if you can bring him to us alive, that not negative. They not say if you buy him, bring him to us alive, that we will give you so thing. Meaning that within their northern circle, they have set and size on how to bring him. They couldn't. And they have to bring money to Igbo man to finally dash him to the north. And they did it. And they'll be the one to tell you, no, don't sit at home. Sit at home for what? That is how to know who sold him. You get the point? Listen again, let me repeat it. Before they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Northern group called Arewa Forum or whatever, set their camera and their mic and everything, announced to everybody that who it may concern, lead to us where his whereabouts, Mazi Kanu's whereabouts, anything about him at all, we are going to pay so million. That was the announcement done, right? After saying that, what happened? Mazi Kanu traveled to Kenya and he couldn't return. Next thing they covered his face and bring him back to Nigeria. And somebody's telling me, no, what happened to Mazi Kanu is not from Igbo. It's not from our people. You know, this Nigerian state, there's a special training, and as a before they announced it. That means they have worked hard to do it for themselves. They couldn't. They remember there's this quote in Nigeria that throw money into Igbo people, they will sell their soul. You get the point? And if you are an Igbo man, you are trying to, oh, it's not true, we are not like that, you are lying to yourself. We are. Okay? We are. Ordinary minister of what they give to Jacob just for her to change her cream. What happened? First thing first assignment as a minister is to travel to Finland and to begin to yap nonsense. It was Nina, but the band, Nina. Igbo youth are very insulting. They are insulting people, insulting mature people. Anyway, let's continue to listen to this man because I want to show you also the dividends of our quest for money. Is now hitting us on every angle. I'm not here to tell you that our land they've got to buy and they want to buy. You yourself you can see it, isn't it? I'm not here to sound like people who claim that they're only them that there's a way to know. Okay, same yeah. You just give us bring money here. We have phone number of men on ground that will do this and do that. I'm not here to tell you that. My own is to let you know you are sabotaging in your own little way. With that, some of us are supposed without even knowing. That's just the fact. And I've come to realize that many of you shouting DPM, USB. Listen, many of you are a very big problem. I noticed that yesterday. Yesterday in our broadcast, I noticed that some of us here are just like people in fallback. Very, very water brain. Like your brain, some of you, not everybody, your brain is just like, you know, you might go tell this image with that tea, not enough milk. So that 1 million. This is how some of your brain are. Some of us. And I know why I said that. And that after yesterday, if you whether you up USB, after saying up USB, I will not take instruction until I see what you said on your action, and I will reply based on. If you like, let me see you with a DPM picture constantly every now and then. As long as you are pretending, I will dictate, I will figure you out, and I will fight you like never before. Because some of us are just like something you pretend to be what you are not. That's why somebody compared me with why he said, can you imagine that you are following this platform and you are comparing with why he's such? Do you know that's an insult? Why is such? Why is using her name is no. Anyway, I don't want to defend. Let's do the question.
That was how they released the Hausa people from Jigawa and Kano, whom they selected and arrested and called them Boko Haram. Two, you are in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria. Rochas was actually brought up in the north. But it is in his own state. That's why we are telling you, even the Amechi, the Rochas of Colorado that are MP, we don't trust them. They are on their own. Let me tell you this. They are on their own. Nobody can deceive us again.
Are you getting the point? They never trust anybody, not even because of what happened. That they are on their own.
Why
They are
now?
businessmen now. They are businessmen.
No, what I'm telling you is that Rochas he's running to Sultan. He didn't know Sultan has no significance in this government. Even last 2 days he was in Sokoto. He didn't know that even Sultan has no significance in this government. He was in this north. It was Rochas state, Imo state, that they started saying that Hausa people must have ID card to live in that state.
Yes.
Can you hear me? They say Hausa people must have ID card to live in state.
Yes.
Until when we mobilize our people here and say, okay, in that case, all Southerners must live north. Then Jonathan now realized that there was something going on. He said, no, these things have to stop. So are we mad? Do you get me? Count every
Yes,
5
exactly.
shops in this north. 4 shops are owned by Igbos. What is Igbo's contribution in the economy? It's not trade, and fraudulent trade for that matter, including you. Igbo have cheated you, unless if you are not buying spare parts and tires and medicine. So or not so?
It's so allergic.
Do you get me?
You see the question. Just hear from a Fulani man questioning the Igbo contribution in Nigerian economy. Well, Chineke, questioning the Igbo contribution in Nigerian economy. He's saying that with pride. You can see the energy. The oil that made you who you are is from where? That oil is from where? Forget about you segregating. You are from Niger Delta. You are from Delta Niger. That one is your business. You know, I'm happy. I am happy that you have touched that part. The part where he said that Igbos, okay, Jonathan, the regime are Igbos dealing with the Northerners and all that nonsense. He admitted that Jonathan is an Igbo man. That's number one. Number two, he is here telling you what is Igbo's contribution in the Nigerian economy. That is about trade, it's about shops, it's about selling drugs, medicine and all that. But that's not what it is. What is Nigerian? Where is the source of Nigerian economy though? Oil. Do you have any oil in the north? The answer is no. And you have the temerity to ask Igbo man what is your contribution? What is your contribution apart from beef? Apart from moving cattle from place to place with grasses in our land though, that to feed them, what is your contribution? And that is not even a contribution at all, because that's your private business. Do you pay tax? Moving cattle from how much do they pay? Those cattle raiders, are they paying tax? The answer is no. What's your contribution? A Fulani man is asking you, what as an Igbo man, but you want to name state that has oil. No how you will mention 2 or 3 Igbo states. Current oil, I'm not talking about the reserved one. In any good state you have untouched yet. Natural gas deposit is there. In Ebonyi you have Ebonyi have limestone, a lot of natural resources there in Ebonyi state. It could be oil, may be one of it. Oil may be one of it yet. The reason why they focus in the one in Niger Delta, because that's where you have water with, like, because I was meant to understand that draining the oil where you have water is more easier than where you don't have like water. Okay, that's why they focus more on Niger Delta. But coming out and tell you what is your contribution, what's your contribution, really? And the funny part is that he's a Fulani man. Questioning that is, to me, is an insult. Now, let me repeat what Mazamagana said in the past. Mazamagana, don't you think that this you are doing, you are putting the life of your people, Igbos, living in the north, in danger? And he replied to that person. This is not my word though, but it's very, very correct. He said it's no. I think who was it PM in his interview? No, I think it's not PM. Somebody asked that question. Somebody called and asked that question, I believe. Then he said is that people living in the north, those business people in the north that open shop and build this and that in the north, they are the one putting the life of our people in danger. And to prove that to you, you hear Shetima here saying that no, first of all, he said that if anything happened to the people that Jonathan regime, the people that his government arrested and put them in detention at that time, and he said if anything happened to them, that no Igbo people would leave Kaduna or Kano. Now he said it in the same audio. He said again that Igbos are not contributing anything, that they have businesses, the shop and everything not. That the Jonathan, that the Rogers Okorocha was giving northern people ID card to live in the Imo State, and they found their face about it. The Jonathan noticed that will destroy something, and because they were about to tell Igbos living in North to buy their goods and leave. The question is this: do you know that since you guys know this business very well, do you know that if you move your business to east, those northerners will be the one coming to buy goods from you? I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. They will be buying, just like the way you are going to China to buy, to import something, they'll be coming to east to import. Doing that simply means that those checkpoints that we are the one crying about, them using that road will be crying about it also. Because of course, they will be taking money from them, of course. I want to tell me that they will see nothing else, they will say, oh, correct, go. No. As long as you step your foot on the Igbo land to buy goods, they will also collect money. So when you are crying about checkpoint, the other side also will be complaining. And it will make more sense when that kind of thing happens. But if you pretend to bring your people, because we think that we are very smart in business, and you go to north to establish your business, and once you put it there, they will use this your business, this your shop there, to control your life in the east where you come from. Ask yourself this question: why is it that companies in China have not decided to relocate to Nigeria to build those in Nigeria? Why do you think they have not done that? Because the environment is not conducive. But they know that you yourself will buy flight ticket, look for visa, come to them and buy. It is more. You do that expenses, and they will keep the business in a secure environment. But our people know we want to have head office in Lagos and or your state. We want to have in the Kano. If you want to have it in Yoruba land, okay. But remember that they are targeting you. And it's not as if it's Yoruba alone. No. They are taking, Yoruba's leaders and politicians are taking order from Caliphate. And Caliphate are the one looking for how to end you. Because the reason why they have not conquered Nigeria the way they want is because of you as an Igbo man.
Yet we accommodated them. Is it going to Dubai to bring fake drugs that we cannot do it? Now the plan is drugs now. No Igbo man will again sell drugs in this north. We are going to bring it from Kano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open massive coolers, rooms in Kano and import it all north, and maybe whatever I want to buy, come and buy from Kano. No Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places the way they control their.
They tried it, but they failed woefully. Because Kemanka, he thought that between business is like appointing Minister of Finance or Minister of that you just appoint and you can do anything there. All your money will cover up. You looked money, all your money will cover up. No audit, nothing. Nobody ask questions, nothing. Just do it, and it will just be between me and you. And that's what he thought it's like that. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. You have to work yourself. You have to prove that truly what you are saying or what you are doing is well deserved. But to them, no, it's about no, just allow me to manage it the way I want. In Anoka.
What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in Southeast and do it in the North too. Simple. Yeah. We don't have ancestors, but if Buhari today, as president of this country, want to buy land in the East, he will go and negotiate everything. Tomorrow, the chiefs will come and tell him that ancestors made them yesterday night and said they should not sell the land for them.
Lies. You see that? This is lie. It's not possible. Selling land, listen, to sell land to an individual is different from to sell acres of land to bandit or headers. They are two different things. You want to buy land, you buy land, but what you use, what you do with that land is to where you will start building, dishing out to Bunibu. And you think people are foolish or what? You actually, you are aware of it, because that is why you guys have not said, okay, since you guys are good in telling Igbos that live in your land to relinquish their own land that they protect from you, or you want to pay them back. You don't do that because you know your intention and your motive. Politicians want to bring out billions to buy almost one village and can live there and pretend that this land belongs to Fulanese. You get the point? That is not how to live. You want to live, you want to buy land, come and buy 1 plot, 2 plot, 3 plots. Then you build whatever you want to build there and live, but not buying land where you keep cow in name of Ruga. And from Ruga, you start rugging life of people. Now maybe you want to keep hunters. That's what you want. Not buy the land and build company, build industry. Can you do that? The answer is no. Careful, guys. In a brain.
You are saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted. Do you get me? So the Yorubas in these 4 years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we in the North want to be useless again among these people, I'm telling you, no Igbo man will come out of Kano. Is it going to Dubai to bring fake drugs that we cannot do it? Now the plan is drugs now. No Igbo man will again sell drugs in this North. We are going to bring it from at Kano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open massive coolers, rooms in Kano and import it all North, and maybe whatever want to buy, come and buy from Kano. No Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places the way they control their own. What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in Southeast and do it in the North too. Simple. Yeah. We don't have ancestors, but if Buhari today, as president of this country, want to buy land in the East, he will go and negotiate everything. Tomorrow the chiefs will come and tell him that ancestors made them yesterday night and said they should not sell the land for them. So we don't have ancestors, or we are betraying ourselves.
But the problem is that you have not used your own ancestors to do something in North, because I will applaud you if nothing else begin to tell the people we cannot sell land to you. That will help us, but you know that's why you keep on selling land to them at cheaper rates. You keep on advising them to come. And easy that refuse to know their history. You know, I don't know if you know what they call the podrum, or what I think podrum, something like that, where they buy Igbos, anybody from eastern part. It happened in Nigeria. It happened, and they keep on. Igbos refuse to know this. We don't know this history, isn't it? I was told that by Igbo people multiple times. Anything I thought they buy Igbo people. But during that program, what they do is, I hope I pronounce it well. They buy Igbo people and pack the dead body in the truck. After packing them, they come to 9 Mile in Enugu and heap them. And the vehicle will get again to carry the dead body. Reason is because they don't want the corpse to begin to smell, to discomfort them, so that once they heap them, is your business in Igbos to come and carry, come and select, come and check your own people there and take the body if you want. It happened that people, those living in North, there's no tribe in Nigeria that thing will happen and they will just go and feel relaxed in North again. But they want to make you to understand that we are brothers, we are one. Anytime you beat them, problem. Okay. You know, people that lives, I think in South, is it South Africa? There's one African country that I was told that each time, I think was it Ghana? If they play football with Nigerians and Nigerians happen to win them, they will start going to their shop to destroy them. And who is the owner of this shop? Igbos. So Kimbata I can't do good at that. Nigerian national team play football, and if they win, so if they win their match, you in your own business in their country, they will come after your business. They will start destroying your business outside Nigeria. I'm talking about people from outside Nigeria, so outside Nigeria, and the business is private business of a Nigerian or a Biafran. Okay, it should be Biafran, and what they do is you kind of, one must win us. You get the point? And that is what they're doing also in Nigeria today. Anything. Imagine for people to say that we don't want to protest, is to tell you that the thing is up here. You get the point. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. This is your current vice president of Nigeria. And that is it, Obi-Wan. That's it.
Our ancestors have told us that we have been careless. That's why we suffered for the past 6 years. We have to wake up now.
No,
it's a very serious thing.
Move forward.
No. We cannot, sir. The society is already adulterated.
The Yoruba man said, let us forget and move forward. He said, no. Which is true. They don't forget. Fulanis, they don't forget. If what they did to Igbo people, if it happened to do it to them, in fact, they will not even be in the country with you. That's not just number one. That's why to me, let me not go there because let me not go there. Sorry, people will not misunderstand it.
That's why, to be honest to you, let me tell you, to be honest to you, we never wanted Buhari in this law, so we wanted Konkoso.
Yes.
We want.
That's what I'm saying.
If it is Konkoso,
the primary, Konkoso will have defeated Buhari.
Listen to me. Hey, you know the Tinubus and Co prefer Buhari because they can.
He really tried.
Can you hear me? Because Konkoso will have solved this north-south problem for us within 6 months. In Kano, Konkoso gathered all the Igbos and told them that all these drugs that he closed all those fake drugs they are selling in Kano. They know him now. So that's why we wanted Konkoso to be the Igbos made in Abuja and warned us after the election that they were the ones in charge of 75% of Abuja is their own. They should be given minister of. Can you imagine? Negotiate and say this is the governor they want with their rulers, everything. Igbo say no, he cannot be governor. Haba. In somebody's land. Haba.
Coming from people who plant their own boy in the east and they're still planting it. You understand? They're still planting it. And because this is what illiteracy can do. That you speak English doesn't mean that you are educated. Because if you know that this man should not understand that secular states, a country where you say that where you live, you can't vote. If you don't want it to be like that, in the election, you tell them everybody go to your state and get your voter's card. You understand? Go to your state, get your voter's card. Since that is the way you want it to be. During the election, everybody will travel to that state to go and vote. But you say, no, get your voter's card anywhere, go to the government that nearest to you and get it, doesn't matter, get it. Then when they say, okay, since all my life I live here in Lagos, okay, I want so person to be, let me vote the person. The people that taught Yorubas to question, to check who did you vote is Northerners. They are the one to check, to prognose, to know who you vote for. Otherwise, if you do, okay, who are you voting for? Are you a candidate of Mr. A? Okay, if you are, come here. If you are not, it will report on that triggers. If I need to vote, nothing more.
The arrogance is too much. So 10 years ago, I warned it. I said the Igbos are building nation within our nation. They will engage us within our nation and reinforce from their nation. That is exactly what we saw during the tenure of Jonathan. Immediately we voted Jonathan. What we did to Jonathan in this north, Igbos in the north, their chiefs, gathered and came to Aso Villa. To the glare of everybody on TV, they say it was nobody that voted Jonathan, but the Igbos were the ones who voted him. Did you not hear that one? Did you not read it? In our own land, Igbos say we didn't vote Jonathan. It was they that voted Jonathan. 2, before elections again, they gathered themselves and came and met Jonathan, and met in Abuja and said that they are directing all Igbos in the north must vote Jonathan. We don't mind. Let them vote anybody. But can you do that in the southeast? They stop us from even voting. Let me answer this. Amina alaikum salam.
Alaji.
Kunzone.
We call in the night. Alaji. Thank you.
Can you hear me? In the southeast, all houses in the southeast were prevented from voting. Find out. Yes, find out. But yet in our own life.
Live from pit of hell. This man, you are not supposed to, like what Obi-Wan said here, you are not supposed to be in anything at all politics. You're not supposed to near any office. Okay, you are not supposed to near any office at all.
They will stand and say that Just it is their problem that forced above Lagos to say that if they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the southeast. Wait and see.
After 4 years, Igbos cannot be relevant again in the southeast. Did I hear that correct? Because no wonder
but can you do that in the southeast?
Listen.
They stop us from even voting. Let me answer this. Amina alaikum salam.
Alaji.
Unzone.
We call let's talk in the night. Alaji. Thank you.
Can you hear me? In the southeast, all houses in the southeast were prevented from voting. Find out. Yes, find out. But yet in our own land, they will stand and say that it is their problem that forced above Lagos to say that if they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the southeast. Wait and see.
That after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful and relevant again in the southeast. You get the point? That is why they started from Imo State. And today, Enugu State has followed suit, Anambra the same. And that's what, you know, one thing about it, that something that I want us to learn from them is that to maintain their word, to stand like a man and maintain what they said. Our own, you keep on flip-flopping. Today you are the white, tomorrow you are yellow. Next seconds you can't even stand on one thing and maintain that. That's why we declared Biafra after declaration, and what happened? After the COS made sure and worked hard to declare Biafra, she declared it and Biafra supported it. Everybody that voted supported it and everything. Somebody jumped out and said, no, we want to fall back. That is inconsistent. As if you're not aware of the intention of declaring Biafra in the first place. You just wake up and feel like, okay, let me travel to Finland too, because I was told that my friends are coming there, let me join them. Is that what you know? Or didn't you hear what PM said, the plans and everything? Then you will travel. You are accepted. I said it before. When you are voting, did you actually read what the message that you ticked yes before you vote? Listen.
In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of Northwest economic development. The West has the ocean. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The North has agricultural produce.
Yes.
So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the North. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them. And this is the plan on ground.
I mean, let's just pray for success of General Barry. For that, his success is our success. For that, we can benefit better.
It's true.
That's our prayer now. That's our prayer here. Everybody is praying for his success for that. If he's successful, everybody is successful.
God help us. No, but not to the extent of living the way we are. Our prayer now is that may God remove the influence of the Southeast in our region. That's all what we are praying left and right now. I'm telling you.
I like you. Okay.
No. The Boko Haram, these people are catch red-handed with bombs. Who are supplying the weapons? Who killed General Shua? They think we don't know. They were saying that they were revenging what they did to them in Biafra. Biafra was a war. It was a state war, trying to bring them back to the nation. Not so. Do you get me? Some useless idiots started Boko Haram, but there was hand. Don't worry, investigation will reveal everything now. Don't worry. We were just exercising patience, looking at what is happening. That is typical Northern. That's how we are. Just look at what is happening. But we drew a line. 2014, 2015 they call it. It is the end of it. Whether anybody wins or don't win is okay. That was our decision, honestly. And they met in Enugu and listen to me, they met and saw it that in the event of cutting it, why will they put their people? That's why the man has to surrender now. Let him, in fact, some of us preferred him to have been resistant so that we redefine this country. I'm telling you.
A lot of casualty will remain.
Nothing like killing. Let everybody go his way. Ha! Is it not rain that is falling in the north now? We have the food. What is oil? Look at Niger. Rano is still selling oil. He's bringing it from Niger. What is the big deal? It is when they met and saw the danger of any attempt. That was how they surrendered. But honestly, we have already made up our mind. Because we said to ourselves, if you don't, even if you stay, they are going to kill you. Abi? Under Jonathan, from Namadi Sambo down to the lowest person in the north is a Boko Haram. They can pick you whoever you are. We know that. At least we are part of the system.
So that is the end of the audio. And you listen to the part where he bragged that Yoruba have the ocean, they have agricultural produce. Why are you not attaching yourself to benefit from the ocean? Since the ocean,
thank you.
Just because to
anybody
him,
convince us
to him
some miscreants.
Okay, let me take it down. To him, getting Igbos, attacking Igbos is the only thing that they want. Like, make sure that you remove Igbo from everything you are doing, from everything you are saying, get them out and deal with them. Now, we talked about Sheikh Gumi. All right, these are the faces of other people like Sheikh Gumi that Saudi Arabia restricted from, going to their country or performing Hajj of this year. All right, they stopped many of them, or some are not even Muslims, some are, but they have issue with them. If they notice that your preaching is against them or against what is supposed to be, they kick against the person. Okay, these are the, you can see that. You can see that, right? So this is the name, this name here, these are the list. They are the list of people. Now, let us go back. Let's go back. Now, I want to show us something, but before then, just give me a moment, okay? Give me a moment.
If I'm a coalition, Haji Mary rendition. Okwankwo ni ifa baro fenyemu condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme nu mana mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi na de kano nyegi final revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction. But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation. Odogwu amadi ka eze ndị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe ekpechere ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mechaa nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down.
As you can see, those that I posted something previously, and nobody want to talk concerning it. As I speak to you now, the Fulani people have invaded Obakuma. They look at the people clustering roads, shooting everybody in their houses, and they all ran out from their place. So people who are asking chorus question that you want to know how the person was directed, how the person get somebody. Come back home. If you can listen, bullet is still releasing. They are still releasing gun. All about my people have gone out, and you are there asking until the people will die and die 1 or 2, 3. Then you will now stop to bring the government to not talk in the group as the bona fide citizen of Agba. No good person will talk to tell us the truth or to make sure that the people of Agba are saved. Then supposed to something. Then Look at, people are dying. People are, look at, just that no victim yet. No victim. No victim yet. People say only kidnapper or only release here. Then people say here, instead of to take action. Look at, no, go, people should go ahead. Ndeka time right here. Ndeka time aso yibo. Agba no maso yibo. Sumano yibo. No maso yibo. Ndari be swa. La. Okay, she was lying there. Then, before the blood are too much. The bullet, she, yes. And don't really come over here. Kahabaziri, this one. Yes. Wait, excuse me. Okay, she here one. Good to show her.
Okay. They are showing
maybe
some.
How about then how about this one now? Now look at this is blood. This is blood. Hi, here about this woman Gojo. Look at here cha aboba. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is the bullet that came out from the woman's body. As I speak to you, she's in the hospital, and look at where the bullet cut her. This is it. This is not even one bullet. Look at her leg. Look at here.
That is what is going on, right? So the man said it that after 4 years, Southeast will never remain the same. He said it. He bragged about it.
Just imagine what these people is doing in our place. Imagine what they are doing in our home, in our country home. They have left Soka Road. Now they have come to Ogu Road. Maybe it is becoming hotter for them, for that on Soka Road. Now they have come to our place. This is Ituku Inogu. I can't believe this. I can't just believe this.
Okay.
Biko eji m ohere a na-ekele ndị Agwa, ndị mba anọ Agwa Autonomous Community na ndị Umuekpu Agwa. Onye nụ na n'olie na-awụ Pastor Onyejekwe Ekele Davis, Ọgazi 1 of Umuekpu Agwa. Achọrọ m iji ohere a gosinụ ma kọwapụtaranụ mkpamkpa kpara na Umuekpu n'abalị Chijifo taa. Ihe anụ na ahụ na-awụ okwu nnama ndị Fulani kpọ nnama ha bịa wakpa anyị n'abalị Chijimafo taa. Ihe m na-agwa ihe ebe ị na-ahụ na-awụ kọmpaụndụ mmadụ. Ihe ahụ kọmpaụndụ mmadụ. Ihe awụ ụlọ kọmpaụndụ ndị mmadụ ri ihe a. Leechaa ihe ndị ahụ plantain. N'abalị Chijifo taa aga m egosi gị ihe awụ ụlọ mmadụ n'abalị Chijifo taa ka ndị akpọ nnama ha wakpo anyị n'Umuekpu Agwa. Ihe awụ akpụ ndị mmadụ gbara na dia compound. Ihe akpụ mmadụ gbara na compound ya. Leechaa ya ị ga-ahụ ihe compound mmadụ. Ihe akpụ ihe awụ the segment of the community was invaded n'abalị Chijifo. You can see with your two eyes. Here compound mmadụ. Here compound mmadụ. They were shooting sporadically onde niile bi ebe ahụ gbara ọsọ n'abalị akpara ha ihe n'abalị onwe onye hiri n'ụlọ ya n'abalị around 3-4 ihe awụ afụ ọrụ mmadụ tara afụ ọrụ lee ye look at it. This is what we are suffering. Ndị eme na anyị ihe o a na-ekwuli onyele orutebeghị ya eche na ọ dị izi ihe otu ha shigbu our brother a na-akpọ Ozemini Riaka. There was no justice. The whole thing was swept under the carpet. Otu aka ha ji gbu nwanne anyị nwoke a na-akpọ Tenkobo Chukwuemeka Nnorom onwe ihe merenụ ihe a compound mmadụ. Look at, imagine here somebody's compound lekuye. They invaded us.
Okay, I shared the link. If you want to contribute anything, please 2 minutes you can. But if you don't want, after this we are about to close the program. So if you have anything to say, you can follow the link and come up immediately, and let's hear from you before we end this program.
Leye here compound here ụlọ ndị mmadụ ndị na-ebi n'ebe a niile gbara ọsọ. Leye ndị na-ebicha n'ụlọ ebe a gbara ọsọ. Lekwe, look at, leye lekwe ihe anyị na-agabiga na-agba a whole agwa na-eji eme ọnụ. Look at what we are suffering in the hands of strangers. Agwa anyị ga-akwa nọsị anyị gbalaga ka nọsị anyị guzo. Lekwe ihe compound ndị lebi ebe a gbachara ọsọ. Ihe na-ahụ na ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Ihe ndị alile na-ahụ na awụcha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Ihe ndị alile awụcha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. This is an uncompleted building. Agbara akpọle ya lekwuye. Ndị awala anyị o. Ndị awala anyị o. The Fulanis have taken over our land. Ka awụzi hụ n'ime ọrụ o. Ka ewu n'ụlọ o. Ihe wa mụmụ ekpu o. Lekwenye o. Lekwenye. You can see things with your eyes. You can see this. Ihe wo lekwe ụlọ mmadụ. Lekwenu ihe ndị alile wocha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. These people awala anyị o. These people awala anyị o. Agwa tekwe n'ọra. Ụmụ ekpu teno n'ọra. Mba nọ teno n'ọra o. Ihe wa ụmụ ekpu kalile ihe o. Lekwe to these people ji invade our land. Asem.
This is in Biafra land in Imo State. Now let's hear this.
We will try more to cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves.
Okay, sir, we are welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Let us listen to what the former governor of Bauchi State, what he said about the Fulani before I give you the mic, sir. Okay.
He's from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the world.
If I understand it, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do. But it has to be done through sensitization, telling them you have to buy in the project. And you use the language, the culture is up to be able to convince them. Away from the mistrust where the whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the problem that we have with this project. And it requires people with passion who understand them and who they believe in, people like us from that part of the country, to say, yes, we have this. Because today there is no limit to the accusation that this and that has happened and it is the Fulani man who caused it. There is no tribe that is not, that you don't have this criminality in, but certainly the way and manner we do it is really exacerbating the crisis and the problems.
Will there be any form of documentation of all the people that will be,
yes, we are
taking that?
Oh yes, that is going to give Nigeria the opportunity to really have the best in terms of documentation in the demographics. Because, as I said, the Fulani man settles anywhere he can feed his cattle. And so, if they are put in one place and they are made to understand that this is to save them and their animals, they are exposed to the vagaries of the forest and what is going on, cattle rustling, killings and what have you, and that's why it is important for them to understand that staying in one place is good. And of course, in terms of the best practice of carrying the meat, the cows and the lorries.
Let's stay with that security angle for a bit. Is there going to be, this plan going to be a fenced enclosure where anyone who comes in is secured, so there is no one that can just come in from anywhere else?
No. It is going to be a colony, and a colony does not require a fence. You will understand
the
going
reason,
to be a prison.
You will understand the reason why people are concerned, because of all the security issues that have been happening over time. So if that...
These forests are there anyway. If you don't occupy them and create a colony out of them, they create places for the criminals. And today, that's why you have the Sambisa forest, because it is not being utilized.
But Your Excellency, much as yes, I mean, they're fantastic. We have met a lot of them who are Fulanis as well. But the concern too is, why should federal government use resources for this country to accommodate Fulani men who are not Nigerians?
You see, as I said, we are already accommodating them. Do you delineate and then really know who is not a Fulani man from Nigeria? They are all Nigerians, because I said their identity, their own citizenship is Nigerian, even though we have relations all over the world, all over.
What this man is telling you, that if just like you, what this man is saying is that just like you have a brother, a relative in US, and that your brother have a whole US citizenship, you in somewhere in Ogbomosho in Lagos State, you are an American. You understand? Because so because we have Fulani tribe in Nigeria, so any Fulani from pit of hell is a Nigerian. You get the point? And honestly, anyway, let me just end it here. Let's not welcome my people here. Okay, our papa, our brother, you are welcome. Olochi, I see you, sir. You have the mic.
Just a quick one, because I'm not even looking at what that man is saying, because he has been saying this, and our people are there watching him make these utterances, and and he's a sitting governor. He's still serving, and he has governors from Southeast. The same his mates in governing, and they're watching him say all these things, and they are comfortable with it. Where I have problem, Kai, is those videos you are showing our brothers that are running up and down, showing Agua that I know. What does this show up? Does it mean that these people, when we say people that are not in Nigeria, every day, when we even talk to those at home, Kai, they will tell you, say, nothing mega. They will tell you nothing they happen. I went home now, Abi, and I am talking to people to be cautious. I'm not saying now we day here. And Guma that is here talking and talking, you'll be shocked of what they will be telling you. Now we day here. I know Agua. Now they are calling everybody. Everybody, they are angry with everyone. The same people who are here telling them, say, take responsibility to wake up, wake up, wake up. The same thing. Kai, Madike said, the honey in all of them will come to Biafra land. And by the time they come, they will have no place to go to, back to. Now they have come, wow, and our people are there looking at them. When they see already they have no place to go back to. Now our people are here watching them. Agwa youth na agbari ka pampara na story. This is unbelievable.
Honestly,
that the people will stay and watch these people. Maybe they are only 5. Or only 2 persons.
He decided that he something. Listen, some youth. Where say okay, then 2 by 2 and this 2 by 2. Owole kiswe for anagana manife na tata. Wole 2 by 2 and chikoto wegi. Ị ga-afụkwa ofu n'ime ndị village agapụta wee gakwu ndị eke gwa ha na ọgịwa were ife oyoyo gị
immediately na gị lekwe ihe a nụrụ nke ekwuri ha were si ya chere ha were envelope nye si ya do ya kpatakwa ya let him bring 2 more people on go mere before you know it this day the thing is all the heartbreaking that when I was growing up as a human being, I had a lot of stories about Igbo race, how resilient they are, how strong they are. Even Nigerians in our comment during the Nigerian Biafra war, how people the bare hand, move a mountain. I would say, and now as all computer, our age cannot boy, 24th century. Kande Magna na lament nebe lamentation chapter 1, chapter 10. If our people do not rise up, Mazakai, Shetima have promised them in the next 5 years. Now Haga dekwa irrelevant and it's happening now. Amaham channel in their nege. Ine kuru hoku freedom. Hana cost story, but they are crying now. And now going here also. That is why it's very, very annoying. Some of our brothers not here in abroad. One of my brothers was telling to him no song every day. Not happen on stone. Only grass school. Nam happen on ebe. Actually, all. But the hey,
so some have been mapped out for extermination.
You understand?
Like that.
The debate and we go now. You work at the I really praise you, because sometimes didn't everybody jam yesterday. All on purpose, believe me. I'll let them when I left.
I'm not coming in a wee one now.
No. Yeah, when I left the place, why I left is because this guy in Dakugoku, that this guy not known that Imam Madabu is justice minister. Okay, does he not know that? Or whatever PM when a justice minister in Iwunze, in Australia. So are they not aware? His own government, or form own government. Justice minister. When people come here, you know about the declaration, and I have you want to help to say the declaration. This is the only portrait argument. It cannot be pronounced or the declaration. Ọ na-achịta bire ya here. Amaghị m ebe ha si wụpụta yesterday bịa na-eme gị attack, pure attack. Onye bi obi you start by painting my brother. My brother. I said, my brother, I like the way you talk, it's okay, but I have a question. This go ahead. The next thing again, here got no ngozi. Another person, that's my brother, we're all fighting for one thing. How can you be asking from money from where you or where big and no kigeri? And as ngozi with ego. Ego on there with it. Ọ ka onye gị ihe unu chọrọ unu abịa join anyị eweta m ego, but unu si unu mene ka let me conclude. Do you know what happened while they were doing that yesterday?
No.
Did you watch the fundraising Saturday? Somebody needed $15,000 na ha gbara.
Somebody has 50,000 there be.
15 na fundraising, na that state fundraising yesterday, and people was giving a whistle 3,000. People were paying for whistle. They were paying for the house 3,000 for the. These people a couple. Yesterday was mad. All we had here betray this madness. Kahagi Bataya this one Adela too much. Yesterday, Saturday fundraising was a shege. Hey
man, a stream on me because before my
brother, he has Roja yesterday. He has Roja Saturday. Ahia, that is Ahiaba.
Now, how gone air before more about that? So, and then man, you cannot hook up anymore. You might hook. Yes. So to say work. If you open the connector before Apple, you cannot.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
So that's what I just want to chip in. I thank you so much. When I saw the program, I was thinking more that yesterday on. And then now people can make comment, can they realize they're now a new one. So but we thank you, I will give them that this program na Twitter self because I am not now. I can't talk news.
That's a wider. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we have Obi. My brother.
Hello, Mr. Kai.
My brother, you're welcome.
Oh shit, man! Sorry, I'm in the car. I've been very lucky to meet you now because most of these times I don't meet you before I get home because I'm still outside.
I noticed that.
Yeah, also Exodus can meet you when I get home. Life is good, man. And yours?
Yeah.
And how are you, by the way?
I'm good. Are you? How about you?
I'm all right. Anyway, all I have to say is that Ndi Bai as Ndibo, they don't actually understand what is about to happen in Nigeria.
Honestly,
these guys are coming, and Anaba saga on the internet. I don't know, I don't know how people, if they have actually experienced how it is to be shot or to be caught with a knife. And things are happening in Nigeria, especially, okay, for instance, with the video of this guy that you played now, the vice president of Nigeria. On a saying, do you think the guy can even campaign without maybe someone coming out or bringing out this video? That for the fact that you say, Nkebamala is that you said Lagos will be whatever on the Yoruba man will get the land 5,000, and a northern person will have 10,000. Now, you didn't even say man will get 15,000. You went up to 1 million. What kind of hate is that? It's a pure hate. It's really, really a pure hate. And the point there is that, okay, let us go. You can't let us go. And yet, and these guys are not really well informed. All they are focusing on is that the agenda. And they make us say sometimes Igbo don't actually understand what is playing. Everybody just not sharp, yeah. Hachana self now, if you start that now with all this world that you have, that you even survive it with all the on also, everybody will be running. everybody with your wealth. Name them, Mobi Kubana, everybody, you got to run. And we just keep downplaying some certain things. Some people,
don't know that.
And you can actually see that these guys are protecting themselves and their citizens. And why don't we all come together to actually make out? Get it? Sometimes I feel like maybe these guys don't actually know the impact of what we will gain being Biafrans or having our own country. We will be stronger than ever. But when you tell people about this thing, I'm telling you, these guys are coming. And every time we're on the internet and we are speaking so English, until one day you hear boom. I keep telling guys, I said, 1967 is on the making. The second half is about to be played. And people do not get it. I wasn't born then, but I know probably it started like this. Or like this, the Mili, Anelu, until one day, because why? Nigeria was never a country, and that's why nobody is ready to die for the country. For instance, when you say, let us go and protest, in Tinubu people to protest, and nobody is willing to actually come out on the road and say, yes, we want to change the government, because one, if Boma the 5, every other person will go. They will lock them up, and nobody is willing. But when you say Biafra, come and die for Biafra, everybody will come out. Nigeria was never fought for to be established. Nigeria was just a spaza shop that was given. They gave a manager to manage it, and that's why nobody is willing to die for that country. That's why check out all this country that is doing well. America was fought for. People died for the country, and that is why in our Heroes Day will end up being the most special day in our land, because people died for that day. People died. It's not Nnamdi Kanu. It's Nnamdi Kanu just because based on Kaibido Heroes Day and so on, and everybody queued in because everybody in Biafran land lost a soul. My father went to war.
Yeah, everybody. So sometimes I don't really argue with a Yoruba person or a Hausa person when you talk about Biafra, and they kind of like keep downplaying it because they don't know where we are. They don't know what we feel. They don't understand it, because we are growing up. Our grandmother keep telling us that, okay, this is the shell that was actually flying on. I know, I cannot go tales by moonlight or something like that. And thank God for the internet. Internet came out, and I watched Biafran War on the YouTube. Man, I cried, bro. I really cried. It wasn't like I'm telling you, I cried, and it made me to actually hate Nigeria more. And at the same time, with all these things that is happening again, these guys keep doing the same thing to us. And some fools will just sit down there and just keep playing politics with it. Company and whatever. These guys don't give a damn about your company. But you ever telling you this, but one day you want to call your mom will tell you they are living in an IDP camp. And in a Christmas, or a big na tent, every government provided for you, if they will provide that for you. That's what I wanted to say. That the difference between us and Benue people is that Benue's may have 10 IDP camp. How sure are you that you are allowed to have IDP camp there? That's the thing. The point there is that sometimes people just downgrade what is going on. I watched a lot of it. I saw some videos, and I kind of see how prepared these guys are. These guys are mean. They are coming for you. They are coming for your land. The thing that happened back in the days is that take unawares back in 1967. For this fight, fight COS and I just keep laughing at these people, and I said, is the main objective of whatever that we are doing. Like the guy Najuge question yesterday, I watched him the program after, but I was like, I could have asked the guy whether in Ajumo Kelifebu government, I can define Google what is government, define it for you and whatever. I'll ask the guy, what is your objective? What is the main objective of you in this struggle?
and see if he's going to answer it. Because sometimes people may believe that it won't work.
I already know what he's saying.
I understand why he's asking you the question, but I would have wished that I was there, because the guy need to be taught. And the guy need to be kind of where exactly what we are, because when you listen to Nandikano or Sege, we have the main objective. I'm well buying it. I'm in a EBD bossokita and where the end line where you are going to. It doesn't matter whether you climb the fence to get there. Are we all heading to the place? That's the most important thing. Whether Mongozi Nagia Otu in Nokita Ngozi our COS, sorry if I should be calling Ngozi, but I was just having a conversation. But our DPM is Aman Nokide tell me say something and I will just start doing it. I have a brain to actually reason what she's saying and see if it's good to go.
Which is normal.
As a human being, I have to reason. And the reason why people like me is following COS is because I can see reason in what she's doing. It's not because that you are in that seat, but I can see reason in what these guys are. Any day Ogenkere decided to actually start doing something better, I will still see reason in what he's doing, because at the end of the day, these things will get us to the same place. And some dumb ass people will just sit down there. All you do. Let me tell you why anybody that is listening to Ada is at risk. Is that somebody that is bad is very, very. I like somebody feeling that they play like Ogenke and Bam Bam Bam. At least you know where they stand. Ada is not a stable person. You can't follow that kind of person. You can't tell me that today I am black and the next day you tell me I'm white. It's quite confusing. It's somehow you can't be telling me keep going, and now you now deny me. That's the most important about whether I know some people people that view this, not 200 and something. Some people are going there because others sometimes bring things that the people don't show on their listing. Probably that's why they listen to, they just hear. But check out when it's time for fundraising.
Okay, let me tell you the reason why they always like to follow Ada. One of the reasons is because our people like saga, like gossip so much. Do you know that yesterday, this particular program was what I was. We were here to talk about this particular program, this audio, and somehow, one person just came in and began to ask questions. Because of that question, it sounds like saga or banter or, you understand, the kind of argument. Yeah. Our view jumped from 100 to 200.
Yeah.
That's what they love to hear.
Because people just want where the quarreling is, where people are fighting and this person is not fighting.
Thank you. Know, if I come, let's assume that this particular program is like, let's assume that I tend to talk about the beef now, that is the small argument between Ogenkere Camp and Biafra Unite currently.
Yeah,
that's trending information as we speak. If I come here and try to play the videos and analyze it, believe you me, I will have 300 people watching live. You understand?
Yeah, because you're doing saga. And Atula that Ramana Winko form, where all she knows is about saga on the internet. Any day Biafrans, Ghana, Corno, let's say another conference again. And that should just be careful going to that conference, because so many people who actually I can do at that can when they hate Leah so much, they don't even want to sit in the same chair she is. She's not contributing in anything, but you only want to find fault in the people. Okay, I love people making mistakes. I know. Listen, mistake is very important in every of your life. Mistake, because it shows that you took a step. But in a situation where, but the most thing about making mistake is what did you learn from after you made that mistake? Now, when you put it in this scenario between these people now, these guys, Ada is not putting anything forward to say this is how we should go, because mentality at the low based on because all meeting Umada no monakano, and that's why all these things actually is going on. But now why don't you see a woman that is actually taking a step? Come here, this is not a mistake. Now, here and I continue. But you just keep finding that little small thing that COS where she was supposed to put is, and she decided to put was, and that is just your problem. That thing about me, see, I stop listening to her because I choose to stop putting things that are negative, that does not actually make my mind or grow my brain, because it will affect you as well if you just keep downgrading yourself. It's not fair. We just have to wake up, everybody, because 1967 is about to repeat itself. The second half is about to come, and when it comes here. I'm just saying my mind. Otherwise,
exactly.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
thank you, my brother. Thank you, Obi-Wan. God bless you for jumping on this program. Thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate you. See you some other time. Take care.
You too.
This our brother keep on jumping and jumping. You keep on coming in and out. I don't know if you really want to say something or not. Let me just give you a try. Coach Hugh, please, can you have the mic?
Good evening, Mazikai. It's the Zoom network that is what is bringing me in and throwing me out. Good afternoon once again, and good afternoon. Thank you. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone that you are hearing my voice. And good afternoon, Biafrans. Mazikai. What because let me just start from the voice you played before about, I think that should be Shetima, or what is that in name?
Yeah, Shetima,
yes. What he's saying about what is going to happen in Southeast, and at the same time what is going to happen in Lagos. What I really wanted to even say about that now, all these people that have said this thing, not today, not yesterday, and Nigerians, let me just say the people that call themselves one Nigerians, most especially the Igbos and all the Biafrans, they have seen what this man vomited from his mouth, and the time of election reached. Both the one that even supported him and the ones that are even going and kneeling down in front of him, just like this our brother called himself Obi Kubana. Because by me seeing that guy himself, I'm not even sure whether that guy is 100% Igbo man. And many of them like that.
Obi Kubana Igbo man.
Yes, Obi Kubana. Because Otoshwe se Pugodra and herself. And
no, in Kubana chief priest of Obi Kubana.
Kubana chief priest. Oh, you can't say Kubana. Okay. If they say Kulu,
I don't have a but Obi Kubana.
This Kubana chief priest. Kubana chief priest come. This Kubana chief priest. Okay. And or you to now, is he looking for power? Or what is he even looking for? Or is looking for relevance? What is he even looking for? Well, power too. If his power is looking for by kneeling down, he's wasting his time. Because I'm very, very sure 100% that election that they are planning in Southeast now, in Biafra land, that election can never hold. Because Biafra has been declared. If they do
I did not say much about it because I basically ignore the issue of Biafra or no election, because we keep on saying that, or this what people will think that, oh, you are just a mere talk. So if any more I work with no have but let after 30th of May we determine what will happen, because Biafra will open the embassy and all that. So you never can tell the people that in government what the plan they have and all that. So let us just wait. We're watching from outside, isn't it? So let's just wait.
Yes. Okay. Back to what Shetima said about the Igbo people that are in Lagos, and what is even said about the Igbo people that I think he said in next 2 years that there'll be
He said it
years
years
back.
ago.
Yes, before I think this in
First
talk.
term of
I think,
Buhari. I think first
yes,
term of Buhari. First term of Buhari.
I think that should be when he's in governorship, when he's in governor or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
No. He's no longer governor then. I think he's no longer governor.
Okay.
Because during it, he was. You remember when Mazagano said in his live broadcast that Gallo Basheru, and this man is part and parcel of that Kaba in the Asor of that, I believe. Anyway, people that.
And El-Rufai, I think El-Rufai is one of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, El-Rufai, of course, El-Rufai, I don't know how they call it. El-Rufai. He's one of them. He's one of them. So I don't know. I don't think he was governor there. But
let me just say all these things happening, and all our people, even all these people that's even kneeling down in front of them, they still get that power and that zeal to even hear what they are saying. There's always even know that these people all these people call themselves Nigerians, they didn't even like anybody that call himself an Igbo man, anybody that call himself as a Biafrans. Even the Yoruba people that are even doing as if they didn't know what is happening. Very soon, you're going to meet every one of them. Both you are in support of what is happening today, or you are not in support. Very soon, all of them, they're going to hear it. And the advice that I wanted to even give this all our people, in short, both those and that is in East, all this thing that is happening now, then they're supposed to be showing this thing in social media again. Because one of them even happened to me personally. This sister that I went to village. Because when I reach village, I'm telling our youth chairman in the village, I'm even just giving her that as an advice that look at what is happening in other states. And I'm even giving instantly that because all these Hausa people, let me just say these Fulani people that normally used to buy all this iron condemn, that they used to allow to enter inside the village, they should not allow all those people to enter inside village. Because so many of them, the motive that they use enter the village, that is not what you people are seeing. But we that were outside, that were in social media, we are the one to even tell you people that what this is what and what that is happening in other states. The guy just neglected me. He didn't even do like see if he even hear what I said. I give him 2 days. I just tell him this thing happened on Monday, the day of sit at home. And on Thursday, let me just on Wednesday, there is a killing in our neighboring village. What killed the person, I don't know.
And what did he say? What did he say? Hello? Hello? Hi, network. Bongo network actually one night work. My brother, can you hear me?
Morning.
Hello, I was asking you what did he say when the black people in your neighboring village of your village? I don't know when he got in this. What did he say? What was his reaction?
Okay. Are you hearing me now? Am I coming out?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Then this thing happened on Wednesday where they buy one person in my neighboring village. Then the second day, The second day, which is on Thursday, these police people, they enter our community with about, if I'm not mistaken, the van that they use enter inside our community the second day, if I'm not mistaken, is about 10 to 15 vehicles like that. And what did they do? They started arresting every youth that they saw along the roadside.
Fulani people.
No. Police people. This Nigerian military, they just enter our community with about 15 let me just say many of them like that. They just started arresting youth, every youth that they saw on the roadside that very day.
Why?
Then what I'm even saying the essence is this. This our people.
What was their reason?
They are just doing investigation. Their reasons that they are doing investigation.
What happened in another village?
On that community, then bring it to our own community.
And the community, that community, that your neighboring community, did they tell them that they don't know who buy their people?
The thing didn't just happen within 2 days. Even up to today. Then let me just say, up to today that I'm talking to you now, about 4 youths that they arrest on our community that very day they are still in police custody. Yes, they are still in police detention. They haven't even heard anything about them. The community people that have even go there for more clarification, they say they are still doing investigation. Getting to a moat now.
I'm just saying should go and tell them the source of their problem now. Like that's what I mean.
Yes, that is what.
If your community is having problem with that community.
No, nothing like that. We didn't even have any problem at all. Everybody is living in peace. But because of that, the person that they buy in our neighboring community, that's the reason why they now invite those police people come. I didn't even know what they are still doing that investigation up to today. Getting to a mood now. They haven't heard from their family.
How many people did they buy?
Just one. Just one person.
And there's nothing like Fulani presence in that neighboring community, right?
Nothing like Fulani. I'm talking about my own community. I saw one of them in my community.
I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is that neighboring community you're talking about, is it Fulani related issue or maybe a communal problem between your community and their community?
I think it should be Fulani. All these people that normally used to sell iron condemn. That the one that do that thing. Because if you check most of them, that is the ulterior motive that normally to use to enter the community. Because apart from that, I'm not sure that anything like that is going to happen in our community there. I'm just giving it as an advice to our people that are in the village. Once they see all these people that they say they are buying iron condemn, then you chase them away. They are just like all these Fulani people that lay cows. They are just the same. How would I even put it, mother? It's just the same bed.
The same
that carry both of them. Now the same people. Now the same people.
Honestly, your community should focus their energy on the neighboring community, because I believe that their own town union chairman and their own leaders must have been the one to report your community to the police, because maybe to them what happened to their people is from your community. You understand? Because this should be issue between community and personal community. That police that went there started picking people from your village. It simply means that that community that lost one of their own could be they may be the one to call police in to let them know that your community have done something to their people, and they present the body of that people. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. You ask your people, maybe village. I'm just saying, I don't know anything. I'm just telling you because the stories to me look somehow like you're not sure. So maybe it's the Fulani person, maybe it's not. But to release your people, to release those formula that you're talking about, maybe they should look more into that neighboring community to know if they're the one engineering police to keep on holding them because until the kind of revenge. So anything is possible. But I understand what I'm saying about iron condemn because they can use any method to, buy people. You understand? If they can tell you that hunters the trailer load of Fulani youth are hunters, that means that anything is possible. And this is some of these iron condemn people. They can also go to village to monitor and see how the village is living, what is going on. You understand? And mark the road for them, check if the environment, pretending that they are with you and all that, without knowing that truly they are not. They're just trying to survey how they kind of check everything about how the community is, the roadmap and everything in the road network of the village and all that before the real arm carry group will now penetrate. So they have to send their own people. So the advice that you gave is very, very okay. Very, very, very okay about the young condemned people. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Are you still there, or the network have kicked you out again? I think our brother is no longer here. So we have come to an end of this live broadcast, okay? And we are going to continue again tomorrow. God bless you all that joined. And please, before you go, like the video and subscribe if you're new. See you again, and God bless you all. Bye-bye for now. Take care of yourself. And please make sure that you follow us on our second platform, of course. Very, very important. Very, very important.
If I'm a coalition, Haji Mary rendition. Okwankwo de ifa baro fenyemo condition. Baka Jesu kubia, baka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme nduma na mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi na de kana nyege final revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction. But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation. Odogo amadi keze di Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe emechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 count charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down. Finally,